Hey, you got time for an interview?
Sure.
Cool. I'm doing street epistemology.
What?
I'm practicing street epistemology.
What's that?
Epistemology is the study of knowledge. It's a complicated word. I would just recommend, just think of it
Might
as...
sound stupid.
No, probably not. And at the end of the conversation, if you're uncool with it, let me know and I won't
That's
use any of
fine.
the footage.
Sure.
It's where I ask questions to gently challenge how you could be so sure that something that you think is true is really true.
Okay. Is this gonna be like on YouTube or something?
Possibly.
Okay, cool.
Can we stand in the shade?
Yeah.
Okay. You're okay if I record it?
Yeah.
You're awesome. Thank you very much. I've got a second camera up here, different angles and stuff.
Sure.
Okay. Normally, you wait for somebody to make a claim, like you're hanging out with your friends, and then somebody says that they think vaccines cause autism, karma's real, or they want to see if you want to pray with them or something.
Mm-hmm.
They make a claim, and then sometimes we get in an argument with them about it, or we try to show that they're mistaken on it.
Mm-hmm.
With street epistemology, it's a way of using questions to explore something that you think is true. And I'm hoping that maybe you can pick a claim. Like, I actually just had this great conversation with this guy who says that he's 95% sure that him wearing the jersey of his favorite sports team influences the outcome of the game. Yeah.
Of course.
Isn't that interesting?
It's funny.
What is your first name?
Kendall. Kendall.
Okay. D-A-L-L.
Yes.
My name is Anthony. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that you're absolutely sure is true. It could even be something that maybe you're wondering about, you're questioning, maybe even doubting.
Oh, I have to come up with one?
Ideally, it's something that you think it's true or you're wondering about, and you behave differently because you think it's true. Like wearing a jersey because you think it's going to help your favorite
I
team.
think it's true.
Mm-hmm. We can even talk about social issues or politics.
Crap.
I like your honesty. Crap. We could also do a little thought experiment to pass the time. You want to do
Give
that?
me ideas.
Sometimes during the thought experiment, people think of the topic that they want to explore. You want to do the thought experiment?
Sure.
Okay. This could be useful even if we skip this part and we were examining your claim. We could still do this later. My question to you is that if you were to hold this container, would you agree that the total number of pieces within must either be even or odd, and it can't simultaneously be both?
Mm-hmm.
You agree?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if I guess even and you guess odd and we counted them up and we came up with an odd number like 33,
Mm-hmm.
you would agree that I would be wrong, I would be mistaken, you would be right, you would be correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's it?
That's it?
Yeah? That's a thought experiment. Well, there's a little bit of a twist to it. Hey, what's up?
I don't know.
Let's say this guy, here's the twist. Let's say that guy that just said, "What's up, bro?" to me. He turns and he says, "It's even and it's true for me. It's my truth."
Well, he's wrong. Well, if it's even, then it's right.
If it's even, he'd be correct.
Yeah.
If there were 33 in there, he would be wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You've so far passed. Whoops. You so far passed the test. That was actually the only test involved here.
It's pretty basic.
You'd be surprised at how many people struggle with that.
No.
What do you think they say?
What I said? I don't know.
Like they said what he said. It's his truth. It's true for him. As long as he thinks that there's even in there. People will fight sometimes tooth and nail to allow him to have his own perspective on the truth of the matter. Even though in reality we can demonstrate that there's an odd number in there.
And that kind of makes me think like people are super sensitive nowadays.
Oops, I knocked this down. Sorry.
Like everything's so sensitive. So, like, let's say like pronouns.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get in trouble for this.
Pronouns like, are we talking about gender?
Yeah. So now people are gender fluid or
Yeah.
I don't know. So if you call someone by the wrong name, like I've heard, don't quote me on this, but I heard there's like like lawsuits, like people misgendering or just getting in trouble for calling someone by the wrong name, and I think that's just stupid.
Okay. You're against the idea of punishing somebody for doing it, but when it comes down to the claim that gender is not binary, Binary means like, that's fine. I'm glad you asked it. Instead of pretending that you don't.
Yeah.
That's cool. I love that you asked that. Binary means on, off, yes, no, black, white, even, odd.
Yeah. Believe that you don't have to be. You can be whatever you want to be, but don't punish anyone for misgendering you. Like, I think that you should. Try your best and be respectful, but as long as it's in a respectful way and not out of spite or to be rude or anything, then you shouldn't get in trouble for it. I don't know.
Setting aside the disciplinary repercussions of refusing to acknowledge a person's preferred pronoun, when it comes to the claim that gender is either male or female, where do you stand on that?
It's hard. I don't know. That's complicated.
Do you know the typical argument that I hear is that, like, sex is male or female,
Yeah.
and yet when it comes to gender, that it's up to the person to specify what they are.
Yeah.
So I could actually show up to campus tomorrow and claim
You're a
that
girl.
that I'm female.
So that's just hard. That's so complicated. I think anyone can be whatever they want, but I don't know, like I'm a bio major, so that's like kind of hard. There's definite DNA, like what you're made up of, but people are more than welcome to change whatever they want and become whoever they want. I don't know.
If I ran into you tomorrow and I was wearing the exact same clothing and everything, and you were like, he is so cool, he does the best interviews, and I'm like, I'm actually female today, how would you respond to that?
You do you.
Okay. Would you think what I was saying was factually true?
I'd feel like you were joking.
If I told you I was serious?
I wouldn't believe you. I don't know.
I think what you're saying, and this isn't, correct me, but for social graces and for social behaviors, maybe you would be like, oh, okay, thanks, Anthony. But maybe as you're walking away, you wouldn't be on board with it.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to put words in your mouth.
No, yeah.
Okay.
I think you're joking. I don't know.
You think I was joking
Yeah.
still? Okay. Even if I told you I was serious?
I don't know. It's just so complicated, the whole gender thing. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't want to get in trouble in the future. Making some comments.
Are you saying that the possibility of repercussions to your view could be restricting you from disclosing your true position on it?
I still think that's. I don't want to make any like definite comments or anything like too bold. No, I think that's mostly my beliefs. People can be whatever. Yeah.
Thank you for
I
your
don't know
time.
what that was gonna.
That was beautiful, honestly. So I'd like to give you this magnet to remind you of street epistemology. If you search for those words online, you'll find examples of people doing this. And the other thing, too, is my goal here is to have up to 3 conversations, maybe more, with the same person. So as a gift, I'd like you to take one of these and then maybe consider coming back for the other 2 so you can build out the set.
Sure.
Is that cool?
I'll take one of these.
Yeah, going for the
I'll
yellow.
be back tomorrow.
I
Are you
will.
in the same spot?
If the weather's good, I'll probably be here. Yeah. And then we could either continue on that same topic or something else completely.
Okay.
And let me give you a card, too. This one has my email address on it.
Better be on YouTube. I want to be famous.
You want it to be on YouTube? Okay, great. Kendall, that was awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, cheers.
Oh, you may not be.
The idea here is to select a claim that you think is true and you act out on it.
Okay.
So it could be political, supernatural, karma often comes up, whatever.
You mentioned one earlier, but I can't remember specifically what it was.
The statue being buried?
No, it was in that same group, and it was that gender is a social construct.